Yeah, welcome to Draw With Me. I am Danny Gregory, and today we will draw together. I'm hoping that that you are in the mood. Let me just make sure. All right, good. Yes, I am here in a vortex of. No, sorry, I'm hearing myself an echo. Okay, good. So, hi, nice to see you all, and I'm glad that you are ready to draw because it is. Well, normally we do this on Thursdays. Today we're doing it on Wednesdays, but nonetheless, the spirit is still there, and we are still going to have some fun drawing. And what we're going to draw, strangely enough, with pens, is pens. So we're going to be drawing our pens with our pens. So hopefully you have lots of pens and you are ready to ply them to get them going. I see we've got a few folks have shown up. Thistle, nice to see you. You are a devoted Draw With Me person, and that is great. I'm so glad to see you again. Susan, Josephine, Carla, Renee, Deb, Renata, Charmine, Christine, Anne, Seja. Is that correct? Anyway, so I'm excited because not only are you here with me, but also Kosha is here with me.
Hello.
Yes. Kosha, my partner at Sketchbook School, is here visiting in New York, and we are going to draw with each other and with you. Kosha, would you like to... we've had fun drawing. We've been drawing all morning.
Yeah, it was fun. Absolutely. We've warmed up a little bit.
It's true. We've been preparing. We've been getting our pens to room temperature, and we are working on a bunch of projects together. So Kosha is spending the week here in New York with me. So that is super fun, and it's nice to have somebody to work with, but also to have somebody to draw with. So, and we're going to draw together today. So Kosha, do you have favorite pens?
I have lots of favorite pens.
Lots of favorites. You're a promiscuous pen user.
I mean, I just selected a few that I actually brought with me, and these are all favorite pens.
Oh my God.
And those are not the only ones. But my very, very favorite pen is my trusty coral pink Lamy Safari.
That is nice. That's a nice pen.
It is a really nice pen. I use it, it's the one that I grab always. So that, yeah, I think that's my favorite.
My trusty one is charcoal gray, but it's also a Lamy Safari. And a long time ago, I put this piece of green tape on it. I don't know why. I think it was because I had another one or something.
Is it maybe because you used two and one has watercolor ink and the other doesn't?
Could
or,
be.
Not watercolor, waterproof ink?
It could be. I think it's also because it's dark. So when you have a dark pen and you it's in the bottom of your bag and you're like, where's that damn pen?
Yeah, that doesn't happen with this one.
Green. Yeah, exactly. And then I also have this one, which I use a lot, which is, it's called a demonstrator pen. It's actually a Lamy Safari as well. You have one of these too?
No, I don't have a Lamy. I have a Twisby, which is
Twisby.
It's nice. Like a piston. It's a piston fountain pen, so it doesn't have cartridges, but the whole handle holds ink.
Well, great. Well, the idea is basically, do you want to use one pen to draw all your other pens? Or do you want to use one pen to draw another pen and then that pen to draw a third pen and so forth? We'll decide as we go, okay? I have lots of pens that I'm going to scatter on the table, and I'm going to decide which one pleases me as we go. So, all right, so I'm going to shift to, here we have our overhead camera.
Is it upside down?
Is it?
Oh, no.
We'll see in a minute. Here's my hand. Yes. Put your hand down. Okay. So that seems right. Yeah?
I guess, yeah.
Okay, we'll figure it out. All right, I'm going to move over here, and we are going to start to do it. That is not actually what I want to do. So yes, guys, are you ready? Are you ready to do this? Let's go. I'll be over here in my corner. And
are we drawing on, how are we doing this? Because I brought my sketchbook. I can do it in my sketchbook.
I was going to see if I could add you to this. Yes, I can. All right, now, camera. Okay, so yeah, how
This
can we
is
do this?
not
Can we do
easy.
both of ours? Both of them? How about this
I guess.
simultaneously? So I'll draw up here. I'm going to draw kind of long ones and work my way down.
Okay, so yeah, I can do that
So
too.
yeah, so I'm going to start with actually this. I'm going to start with my trusty Lammy. I'm going to draw my Lammy. Actually, I'm going to expose the nib, and draw it like that.
Okay.
And yeah, I think I'm going to use this one, which is a uni pin, which I like quite a lot. It's a pretty narrow gauge pen. It's waterproof. It's fade proof. What about you?
I think I'll draw this one. The
Okay.
Twispy that
All
we
right.
just talked about. So.
All right. What do you like about
Do
that
it this
Twisby?
way.
About that?
I have to just get rid of it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to
Hey,
do
leave
this
my
the
model alone.
right way. I'm not used to doing this, especially not on
You
Wednesdays.
should be drawing with me every week, and then you'd be totally.
Yeah, but it's not like under a.
Now you see how difficult it is. You were like, "Huh, what's the big deal?" He goes and draws. So what? Now you realize, like, no, it's actually an incredible
I
piece
actually
of
realize that
skill.
every single week. I'm like, how does he do it?
How do I do
Handling
it?
all that technical stuff.
That's true. So should I draw my tape? Yeah, I'm going to draw the tape. Why not? It's a legitimate part of this pen and its personality. So there we go. And yeah.
It's interesting if you start drawing your pens, you suddenly see all the details about it. Like,
Yeah, because you don't usually look at your pen when you're drawing because you're holding it.
yeah.
So.
Well, sometimes I draw my pen as I am drawing. You know what I mean?
You mean you're holding a pen and drawing the pen that you're holding?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I guess so.
But then still, you're not really looking at all the details.
Yeah, plus your fingers are in the way.
Yeah. I'm drawing mine out of proportion.
Hmm.
Can't quite see what's behind that little window. I think this is right.
Why do you think we have so many pens?
I think
What are we looking for?
It's a disease.
It's a disease. Pendicitis.
I mean, once you have one, you want more, even though the pen is really great. I mean, once I discovered this Lamy and how much I liked using it, after that I bought like through the years, I think 7 or 8 more.
Yeah, I have several. I have some that I have never used. Yeah. It's a funny disease. So yes.
I'm good.
You're done.
I'm done.
You're done. Okay.
I'll pick another pen to draw with. I think I'll draw with this one now.
Okay, so we're continuing our pen. Ooh.
What should I draw? Maybe this one.
So here's another one that has the green on it, and again, not quite sure why. This is a system that I put in place a long time ago. So now basically the way the system works is I know that the pens that have the green on them are pens from a long time ago when I decided to put green on pens. That's about all it tells me. So usually they're not good because they're dead. Yeah, it's not great. It's a flawed system.
Yeah, sometimes systems work for just a little while.
It's true.
And then you kind of forget about them.
I'm going to move this down a bit. All right. So
it is really handy to have them like lying right next to your drawing so you get the proportions right, even though just now
true,
I did it wrong anyway.
Yeah, that's like actual size.
And it's moving too.
Pens are pretty fun to draw because they're pretty regular, and it's not hard to draw them particularly. So if you find that you have nothing to draw your pen.
I just realized I only have fountain pens with me.
Oh, really?
I might have a ballpoint pen in my bag.
But we're supposed to be drawing our favorite pens. So.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can draw all fountain pens. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Now, should I tackle the lettering is the question.
Oh boy, yeah.
I think I might. Stay in place. Yeah, it's pretty boring without the lettering, so. It kind of probably makes more sense to draw them with themselves.
But that's hard.
Well, or you could have two of them.
That's true. I'm going to move on to the next one.
All right.
So I drew that one. I will draw with that one now. And then
I'm going to draw this
I'll
pin
draw
pen.
this one. Can we still see it? No, I'm running out of space here.
You are?
I can...
Wait, I know. How about this? Is that a bit... No? I'm still hogging it. Boy, this is difficult. Oh, I know.
Oh, that's so much fun.
Except you're...
Oh, no.
Good Lord. This is chaos. All right.
Okay, we're here. We can do this. I sure hope that everyone is drawing and not looking at how we are struggling here.
This is why I do these things alone, because you're ruining everything.
We can put this somewhere else. Okay, put that on top of that.
All right. Yeah, aim that at yourself.
Just aim this like in my nose.
There we go. Sorry about this, people. If you're watching this at home,
don't do this at home either.
Don't do it at home.
Okay. I don't think this
is any better.
solves the problem. Yeah, that's better. It's not ideal, but it's better. I can, of course, just do this.
Okay, because I was going to draw on top there.
Oh, okay.
So that way I could be on stage.
Well, I still have space here.
Here, put your pen there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. This is hellishly hard. And we have to draw. And people are watching us. What next? Got a fancy gold nib there, I see.
Well, I don't think that's real gold, but yes, it is pretty fancy. This is the calligraphy nib, the bent nib.
Bent?
Feud nib.
Is it feud? I always wondered about that. It's Japanese.
They call it feud. I don't know. I don't even know what feud means.
I always call it like fude. Fude!
Oh, yeah.
Because it's Japanese.
Could be. I don't know.
Feud just doesn't sound... I mean, the Japanese actually did have a lot of feuds between the samurai in bygone eras, so maybe feud is correct. Maybe it was a pen that was specially developed by feuding warlords to sign peace treaties with. And they said, let's make a special pen just to commemorate our victory in this feud. Maybe not. Maybe it's more.
Fude. I always sort of assumed. I made this way too thin. but it doesn't matter.
It's not like anybody's going to be watching you do it or anything.
No.
So yes, this is a Staedtler pigment liner.
Bringing in some color and using a different.
I like the pigment liner. It's a good pen. It has a good feeling to it. The one I'm drawing with is a uni pen, which I forgot to draw, but I'll draw that next. But because I do like the uni pen is probably my favorite outside my fountain pen. But I will say that looking at these old pens, it's like they're kind of like old relationships, you know? It's like, oh yes, I remember when I was so in love with the Staedtler pigment liner 0.7. And then one day, the uni pen 0.3 walked into the room, and I dropped my Staedtler into the trash and said, I have a new love.
I am in love.
Yes. Fickle. Oh, this is a new pen I just got. Well, it's actually a variation on one that I've had before. It's this one, the Fudonosuke brush pen.
Fude.
Fude. Where's my other? I've had lots of these Fudonosukes. Here's another one with the obligatory green on it. But maybe they've redesigned oh, this is warm gray. That's why it's different. So this is a warm gray version of this Tombow. It's a Tombow pen, but it's a brush pen like most Tombows are, but this is designed to be, it's like a calligraphy pen in some ways. The Japanese these Tombow brush pens.
So that's a different kind of brush pen than the brush pen I'm actually going to draw.
Right, because it feels like a brush, but it actually doesn't look like a brush.
Yeah.
Looks like a real brush.
And it actually has bristles.
Right. So. Yeah. So that's different. So yeah.
I think I'll just turn my sketchbook. So, ha!
Oh, you've got a clean sheet?
Yeah. So it's actually in view.
Yeah, I've always really liked these Fudonosukes, or whatever they're called, Fudonosukes, or Fude Nosuke. Which is, but they are.
Sounds like an amazing dish.
They're also known as manga pens. I'm not quite sure why. But what's nice about them is they're markers, but they're also pretty flexible, pretty responsive. When you push hard, the line gets thicker, and they just have a nice feeling in their hands. Not their hands, in my hands. And they, the drawback is that they don't last forever, and when they start to go, they get a little bit funky, but that's true of most of these kind of disposable pens. So that's what it looks like in gray. Now maybe I'll draw it in black and see if that's any different.
I'm drawing my Pentel pocket brush.
That's a good pen.
Ah, I love that pen. And
it's refillable.
It's refillable. It has these cartridges that come with it. It's like plastic or plastic bristles, but it's really soft. I'll be drawing with it in a bit. And I love using it.
Yeah, and you can get, again, such a big range. They're really good and expressive.
Yeah, so. And I think they are now also in different kinds of ink. So I think there's a gray version and also might be brown.
Oh, really? Brown? That's interesting. So like a...
Sepia.
Sepia.
Yeah, nice. I think so, but I haven't seen them or tried them. But read about it. And I've drawn it with my Lamy Joy with green ink that I got for free when I actually ordered a whole bunch of inks. So I don't even know what the what the brand of that ink is, really.
Aha, I found this guy.
Ha!
I was looking for this before. So this is a little tiny fountain pen. What's cool about it is it's kind of almost like a regular length pen, but then you can make it really small so it fits in your pocket really easily. The Kaweco Sport. Sport. Like, do you think they were like, you might be playing soccer and you're like, quick, where's my fountain pen?
I think so.
Oh, if only I had a fountain pen that, yeah.
Running a marathon, you never
like,
know if you need
stop.
to sign anything.
Sign a release. Quick.
Right.
Sign an autograph.
Okay. So when drawing with that brush pen, it is really like drawing with a brush. It's like thick, and depending on how much pressure you put on it, the line gets thicker or thinner. You don't have that much control. But that's actually what I like about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's also nice to combine with another pen, like to do some part of your drawing in that, and then come back in and maybe with a more detailed pen and do something different.
Oof.
We should go and get a job at a pen company doing illustrations, pen illustrations.
I think our jobs are busy enough as it is.
I guess that's true. A lucrative career, though, being a famous pen illustrator.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, is out there drawing pens. Traveling the world drawing pens. All right, so now this is one of the first pens I fell in love with, the Micron. Pigma Micron by Sakura. Learned about this pen from my pal Dan Price, who had some kind of relationship with Sakura, and they would send in boxes of these. And this is the .05, which is really, really small. I mean, very, very fine-pointed pen. In fact, I'm going to draw it from the back so you can see that. Like a little needle almost, that point. So, how do I do it justice? I guess I'm going to have to go back to the Unipin. Back to the Unipin. I'll draw them right in here. Yeah, so these Sakura pens, really nice. Again, pretty inexpensive and fairly long-lasting. The only pen that was a problem for some reason was the O2. For some reason, all the O2s would die really quickly. And I wasn't the only person who had that experience. A lot of people did. I don't know what it was about that one particular nib size. It was a pretty nice nib. It was a pretty nice line, but yeah.
I'm actually squeezing in a brush, which isn't really a pen, but it's a water brush, which is basically a pen filled with water. So I think this is.
You think you're allowed to do that?
I think so.
I don't want to get cards and letters. If you have any problem with the kind of cavalier way in which Kosha is approaching this assignment, you can write to Kosha at sketchbookskool.com. If you can figure out how to spell Kosha, then I'm not going to help you with it. But don't write to me. Say, I thought we were drawing pens. What are you going to draw next? Magic markers, cups of tea.
Oh boy. Totally messing up the whole assignment. I'm so sorry.
I mean, we have these prompts for a reason. You know what I forgot to do? I totally forgot to talk about freedrawingprompts.com.
Let's talk about it.
So freedrawingprompts.com. In fact, just to show, is, I think, a fantastic thing. Hold on a second. I'm just going to switch cameras for one quick second so that I can identify freedrawingprompts.com and remind you that it is, here we go, back. Okay, so Free Drawing Prompts free
It's really hard.
freedrawingprompts.com is a website that we built to house, surprisingly, free drawing prompts.com, 101 of them. You just go there and download them. No muss, no fuss. And then you will have a list of really useful drawing prompts for those times, that happen to us all, where you go, I just don't know what to draw. And you go, well, guess what? I'm just going to open my handy dandy drawing prompt list.
Plus, the list is designed to be, you can also use it as the background of your phone, so you have the list always with you.
Make it as your desktop, yeah.
Or you can print it out. It's really fun.
Yeah.
List.
And make a goal for yourself. Say, I'm going to try this year to draw all 101. So what we're doing is every week we're drawing one of them. This week is, I think is it 61? I forget what the
58.
number. It's one of those. It's one of it's a number between 1 and 101. I randomly pick them and then we draw them, and this is in fact one of them. So so every week we do it. So there you go. That's freedrawingprompts.com. End of commercial. Is it a commercial if it's free? Not really. It's a public service announcement.
I'm totally breaking the rules now.
Oh my God! So you're going to draw something that isn't on the prompt list?
No. I'm just.
Today we're drawing tuna sandwiches. Oh wait, they're not on the list.
Yep, I'm just making up my own rules here. I'll draw this one using my water brush and a little bit of watercolor.
Oh wait, what? You're really going nuts. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try something. I'm going to draw, in that case, I'm going to draw this giant brush pen. So this is sort of the big cousin of that Tombow.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do? Move down?
Yeah, just a little, yeah.
Can we move up any higher?
Yeah, works.
All right. I'm going to squeeze in here. All right, good. So yes, I'm going to draw this Tombow. So Tombow, these, look at this. It's a brush. It's a pen, same color. They come in thousands of colors. This is a cool gray in 55. Great for adding detail. So you can just go in, add some detail to anything. And very nice.
Those are fantastic for shading.
Yeah.
I love those pens.
Not waterproof. And you can also see how they're transparent. So you see how like I'm layering it and it's getting darker. So yeah, that's a good pen. And it deserves to enter the pantheon of good pens I have known. Yeah. I'm drawing this with actually a kind of a new pen to my stable. It is called the Pentel Stilo. And as you can see, it has this.
Oh yeah.
It has this kind of. Can you see? It's like a weird plastic brush thing. It works reasonably well.
Yeah, I like drawing with that. Also,
You know this particular pen? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's the same brand, but I have
Pentel.
Yeah, it's probably
So
the
like
same.
your brush pen.
Looks a little bit different than the one I have, but it could be like the European make of it or whatever.
Could be.
But I like using it. It's just not waterproof, so.
Yeah, I think it's really a pen that's like a Japanese like pen for writing.
Yeah, and it is nice to write with.
Yeah. I hope you are drawing along with us, because I must say this is probably among the more boring demonstrations.
You
on
would
the
think
internet.
if you do this with two people that it's more like.
More interesting because we're drawing pens. Oh my God, 2 people drawing pens. That is so exciting. That is entertainment. Yeah, I mean, I could get a letter from YouTube tomorrow saying, you know what, we're trying to make room on our servers, so we're going to have to delete the last draw with me because it's just a ridiculous waste of time. But there you have it. So, all right, I think we've covered a fair amount of territory. Yeah, I mean, what time is it? We've been at this for 45 minutes. I mean, that's as long as one can be reasonably expected to draw pens, I would say.
Running out of space as
It's
well.
true. It's true. Here, I'm going to join you in this scene. There we are.
Okay, so I have two sides that I did.
So you can write a little essay in between, or you can continue to fill them in. Or you could cut this out and paste it in the middle.
That would be awesome.
There you go. My gift to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I like to do this periodically, like to just take, like, what are my current favorite pens, and do a page in your sketchbook of that, right? And then you come back and then you look years later and you're like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about that pen. Or
or you see the same pens popping up again and again. Yeah.
It's true.
And I actually think, because I drew them all with the lids on, but I actually think it's
better to draw, to
more
show
fun to show also the tip.
I think the best way to do this, and that's the way I usually do it, is to draw the pen itself with the pen itself.
Yeah. This
is more a way of creating like a community of pens where they're supporting each other, drawing each other. It's like a draw. Yes. So that was good. Let's just see what's going on here. Oguz doesn't have a pen. What?
How come you don't have a pen?
See me after class. That is completely unacceptable.
So did you now draw all your pencils or what?
Yeah, Oguz, how do you show up without a pen? You've probably got Oguz YouTube, so that maybe he draws with
YouTube.
With YouTube?
Might.
Could be. All right. Let's see. Mitzi, you guys are contributing to my disease.
Yeah.
It is a disease.
It truly is. And
the only cure? Overindulgence. Overindulgence. Yeah, you've got to just buy every pen known to man.
Abundance of pens.
All right, let's see what Arlene has to say. My drawings don't look a whole lot worse than yours.
What?
Is that a backhanded compliment, or is she boasting and saying that ours are amazing and hers are not quite as amazing, but also I'm sure they are amazing.
I think so. Yeah.
What does she draw on? A Lamy Safari, check. A Pilot Kakuno.
I don't know that.
Is that from Lion King? Anyway.
A Pilot Hakuna Matata.
Exactly. Opus 88 Fantasia.
I don't know that either.
Don't know it. Platinum 3776. Sounds like a fountain pen. They all sound like fountain pens. I have about 25 fountain pens. It's an addiction. That explains it. Yeah. Fantastic. Good. Well, that is great to hear about. Bruce says he's never had a Lamy Safari before. What size nib do you like? Good question.
Very good question. I like nib B a lot. Broad. I also have a few, because I have a few Lamys, a few with the medium nib. I started out with an extra fine just because I didn't know where to start, but that was way too scratchy for my taste. But I do know a lot of people who actually prefer extra fine and fine, so yeah, it's really personal taste.
Yeah, I mean, I like fine nib pens, but I don't like fine nib fountain pens. I mean, I feel like to me the advantage of a fountain pen is that it's squishy and juicy and flexy and all those kinds of things. And with fine, I just don't get it so much. So, but there's a lot of other advantages to fountain pens. So speaking of fountain pens, let's just tell them a little bit about what we're doing. So we are working on a project to be shared with you pretty soon about drawing with fountain pens. So if you've always wanted to know about drawing with fountain pens, if you think that they're scary, if you feel like they're sort of interesting but you don't know that much about them, if you know a huge amount about them and want to make us look like idiots by correcting us, whatever your relationship is with a fountain pen, if you've never tried it, wouldn't dream of it, maybe we'll convert you. But we're getting ready to do this project and you will hear about it in the next few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's something brand new that we're doing, something really, really cool. And we have just been working on it here together. That's part of the reason why Kosha's here in New York, so we could do that. So
It's really exciting,
yeah,
and it will be so much fun.
really fun. And
Yeah.
it seems like a lot of you, like Anne, works with the Lamy Safari, which we love those Lammies. And so yeah, so I would say get into it and get ready because John, calligraphy.
Yeah.
Yeah, calligraphy is something that
That's what I used here too.
Yeah, we're interested in that too.
The green ink.
So yeah, so we you will hear more about this soon. In the meantime, keep working on your prompt list and join us. No, me. She's leaving, so I can hog the camera and have all the real estate back.
It won't be as messy. I'm sorry for messing this whole draw with me up.
I mean, I'll get over it, but it has been traumatic. Anyway, so Kosha will be going back to Draw Tip Tuesday land, and and I will stay here in Draw With Me land.
We'll be on YouTube
and we'll both
land.
We'll both be in Fountain Pen land
soon.
Yeah. So stay tuned, get ready, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, Sketchbook School channel, you should be, because there's scads of great things being produced on a regular basis here, and we also have ridiculously large library of cool things. But yeah, whenever we get a new one, get ready to do a new draw with me, you will be alerted to it. So the next one will be hopefully a week from tomorrow. So not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow, Thursday. Back to normal.
And if you haven't downloaded that list of prompts,
yes,
you should really go to freedrawingprompts.com.
Is that what it is? Freedrawingprompts.com?
Wait, because
are you sure about that?
Yeah, I think so. Isn't it?
Freedrawingprompts.com.
Freedrawingprompts.com. Because it did not draw 101 prompts in a whole big list just for the sake of.
It's true.
Nothing.
It's my dirty secret, which is I didn't draw 101 prompts. I had Kosha do it for me. There's a number of reasons.
Oh.
One of them is I want to come fresh to each prompt when we do it and Draw With Me. So if I'd gorged on drawing all of them like you did, then that would be no fun. So
absolutely.
Right. So yeah. So I saved it. We came up with a list of what the things are together, but Kosha drew them. So yeah. So
and also I really enjoyed doing it, so I'm not complaining at all.
No, she did an amazing job, and she made little animated ones too. So it's been pretty great having her participate in this project. But now it's back to the all me, only me show.
And you should be participating. So yeah, yes. Download that list.
Right. So freedrawingprompts.com. See it. Thanks very much for joining me.
Yeah, this was fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was fun. And thank you all out there for drawing with us too, and for sharing and for chatting with us. It was really fun. It makes it a lot more fun to have other people draw with you. So, and if you need, if you need a little prodding to remind you, hey, I should draw today. I haven't drawn all week. Put this on your calendar and sign up for our alerts. We also have like a little newsletter that goes out that will alert you too. So, Animated Sue asks, yes, we often use them in.
Check out Instagram.
We use them on Instagram.
Every week.
In lots of places. So yes. Thanks so much, guys. We will see you again next time on Draw With Me. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cool.